I didn't kill nobody. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to be ashamed of.
In the beginning, we told nothing but the truth, that we were innocent, and they sent us to prison for the rest of our lives for it.
These people would have gotten away with murdering me if it would not have been for what you guys did.
I think the Paradise Lost series, and in particular Paradise Lost 3 Purgatory, is a cautionary tale on many levels.
I love telling the story, and I love being as inside as we were.
When we first got down there, when we first set out to make this film, we actually thought the guys were guilty. You know, the local press was quite vociferous in talking about the guilt.
And especially in that part of the country, it's a Bible belt. You know, people who believe in Jesus also believe in the devil. And it was very easy for them to go to church on a Sunday and have a minister say that these guys are guilty.
These three animals worshiping the devil made a sacrifice of 3 babies to Satan.
But the story never got off the entertainment pages and onto the news pages, into the editorials, and it was just not having this impact of getting these guys out of prison. And we felt we had to continue on our mission, and so we decided to make a third film back in 2004.
The clock on my head, it ain't got no hands on it for a reason. To me, it means time is standing still.
Obviously, them getting released from jail gave it a very happy ending, because the endings of the other films were kind of sad.
I think if you've seen the first 2 films, what is exciting about Paradise Lost 3 is that we dug into our vault of outtakes and dug into our footage, and we retell key aspects of the first 2 films, but from a 2011 perspective, and most importantly, using footage that's never been seen before.
We did about everything together before he got arrested.
It was fascinating to look at the material that we didn't use and think about the reasons why we didn't use it. But things started taking on new meanings 18 years later, 17 years later.
I urge you all to go to WM3.org and donate to the Defense Fund.
I think when people, whether they be celebrities or just regular folk, watched the first film and even the second film, I think they were moved by the miscarriage of justice. First of all, I think somebody like Johnny Depp kind of felt like Damien, because he was kind of an odd bird, you know, growing up.
He does act strange. He wears the black clothing, which creates attention to him.
But I really felt that they all could really identify with being different in the environment that you grew up in.
I'm scared about what could happen if they did find me guilty, but I know they can't.
It's amazing how much time has gone by. When we started the first film, you know, Jason was 16, Jesse was 17, Damien was 18. They're now men. You know, they have spent the last 2 decades incarcerated.
How long has it been since the last time we did that?
We were talking about that in the car. 10 years.
10 years.
It's been a long time.
You don't want to become friends with your subjects. You know, you want to always remain objective and do what you need to do in the editing room. But these are obviously people we've cared about deeply and have spent 2 decades chronicling, because we were haunted at the idea that these guys were just rotting in prison. Now that they're out, I would say they're my friends.
You know, this has been going on for over 18 years, and it's been an absolute living hell.
There is no doubt in my mind that the West Memphis 3 are innocent. Who actually committed these murders? It's a tough question, and I think the big lesson of the Paradise Lost series is that you can't point a finger at somebody unless you're damn sure.
People have prejudices. People have fears. People have hates. These things cloud our ability to reason.
And I think we really need to be vigilant that this does not happen again.
It was like a surreal life experience, seeing these 3 guys walk out as free men.
We're all very upset that they are out of prison but not fully exonerated. But to see these guys walk out of prison as free men to enjoy their lives was incredible.